Ugh. These nails. Oh my god. Sheesh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Brittany. I am 34 years old and I am on a journey to pay off debt and reach financial wellness. If that's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Today's video will be about, it'll be a quick one. I'm just going to do my paycheck planning today and also do my digital cash stuffing using Cube Money. More on that in a future short, but yeah, so today is again October 31st. First, before I continue, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the love that I received on my last cash stuffing. I think that video had close to 300 views and I gained 16 subscribers in that time. So thank you so much for your support. So my paycheck that I received today, I received $2,814. I use round numbers to keep things simple. I don't really count the change, I guess. Maybe I should change that. I received some interest that I'm going to count as income. It was only like $12. So I am going to throw that in there. I also sold an item on Poshmark, and the earnings that I will receive from that item, I'll receive $42, but I haven't received that money, so we'll just continue on with just this $2,814 and the $12 of interest income. So we'll just continue, and that will total plus 12, $2,826. So fixed expenses, I don't write those out. They're just automatically deducted from my cubes, and I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, I have that total $2,826 right here. It's in the cloud. The available balance gives me the number that's in my account total. So including the cloud, the bills that I have already pre-planned out, any spending money, which I use for my cash stuffings, and goals. So any of my sinking funds. I use this account, this Cube Money account, for my sinking funds. But my actual savings, that goes into a high yield savings account. So I use either Ally Bank or Betterment. Right now, Betterment is offering, for their cash reserve account, it's 4.75%, whereas Ally, I think it's 4.5%. Don't quote me on that, but that's as of this video. That's what the interest rates are for those accounts. So I keep my actual savings or my longer term savings in those accounts. But continuing on, so this is the amount that I have that's ready to be funding or funded into my different cubes. So I'll show you what this looks like. So my bills are any of those things that have fixed amount each month. So Audible, G Suite emails, Monarch Money, that's like an annual subscription. And so the next payment wouldn't be until September 19th of next year. And the bill amount would be $99. And as you can see, and I may have to blur these out. If you notice these little numbers here, this number, that's a card number, and that's an account number. So with each of your bills, if you add a bill or a subscription of any type into your cube, or you create a cube for your bills, you will get a designated card number and account number for that bill. So this is really great for folks who like to do like trial subscriptions, or you know that you have a set budget for a particular bill that you don't want to go over. And so if the merchant goes over that bill amount, that transaction will be rejected because it's not actually in your balance for that bill. So if you look here on this right side, or maybe it's not, it's my right side, but these numbers here show the balance that's in the account. And so of course this hasn't been funded yet from this paycheck. And then this date, this shows you the next due date for each of these bills. Amazon has its own little queue because sometimes they have to be pre-authorized to be paid out. Going back to the home screen. From your cloud, it splits it out into bills, spending, and goals or savings goals. So it helps you organize your money a little bit more and on a more automated basis versus not doing it as manually. So that's the bills category. Of course, what you see me working in a lot of times is the spending section of the cubes. And so groceries, transportation, general shopping, that's where that money comes into. And I have 11 cubes. And the difference between this and the bills is, the main account number and main card number are linked to these spending cubes. And so you don't need separate card number, account number for these, because all you would need to do is just open up the cube. And as you can see, that says this cube is open for 1 day, and this is the balance available on your debit card. So without one of these cubes being open for spending, your debit card, your main debit card for the account, has default $0 on it. So that's another wonderful thing about using Cube for your budgeting purposes. The last area, I don't need to put that back. The last area is the goals. So what I've been using my goals section for is sinking funds and any extra debt payments. And so this was the card that I just paid off. And so I'm going to change that payment to another debt account that I need to pay off. And so that's so easy. I can just go in up top and just change it from there. I can change it to my Amex card from here, and it'll update. It just takes it a moment. Yep. And so it's updated. So Curve the Closet is my Poshmark shop. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description. I have experiences, gifts, holidays, all of those typical sinking fund categories. And also I have my savings challenge category here. And I just like to, I guess, store the money here and then divvy it up in my envelopes and send it over to my high yield savings account after doing the cash stuffing. So that's how I use, or that's what my system looks like. It may seem a little complicated because I'm using digital money as well as prop cash, but I enjoy the process. I enjoy cash stuffing videos and doing them and watching them. And so that's just my way of doing it, but it may change in the future. On to the fun part. So we know that in the cloud, I have $2,826 to be funded. And as you can see, I have a funding section. So I can just tap into that. This number is what my monthly bills amount to. And that includes groceries. I've made groceries into a bill so that I can make sure I give myself enough money for that. But yeah, so the way it works is you'll have your total monthly budget here at the top. Here for me, that total monthly budget is $4,932.64. And this includes all of my cubes, so including my bills cubes as well as my expense cubes. Those are all included on this list, but my expense cubes don't have a budgeted amount. I decide what that'll be, and I use that in my cash stuffings. So, a quick way for me to budget, I can budget literally without my little planner, I can budget in 15 minutes. And so, what I'll do is push this little, I guess, pouring icon right here. It gives me a couple of options, several options to budget with. So I can budget 100% of my budget, my total budget, which is this amount. I can do 50% of my total budget, which is what I typically do because, I get paid twice a month and I am working to get a month ahead again. Yeah, so otherwise I would at the end of the month be able to do 100% and be funded for November by this point. But such is life. We'll get there. You can filter budget, and so of course that's only going to add the money that you need to fill up to your allotted budget. You can left a fund, so add enough funds to reach the budget amount minus what you've already contributed for the month. And the last one is fill underfunded bills. And so this is just bills, not including those spending cubes that I showed you. So today we're going to do just for 50%. Let's see what that comes up to. So that amounts to $2,466. And let's go ahead and fund these cubes. And remember, this is including groceries and my savings challenge funding. But we'll see that in the cash stuffing as well. But I like to jump ahead and make sure I have that budgeted out so you can see that there. I want to show you something else with the savings challenge or the goals section as well. So it takes it a little bit. It's loading. It'll make sure all of these cubes, you see all of this. I'll need to do a debt confession actually. I'll do a debt confession, not confection, but confession video so you can see. But now you'll see there's 360 that I can put into shopping, transportation, and fun. That money will be there. Or fixed expense number. Feels like I went all around the world to explain that, but so that total is 1708, sorry, 1,708. I said 708. Going back to the planner, 2826 minus $1,708 leaves 1,118. Tonight, it's like I can't talk tonight. Hope you can see that. It's a little better. But yes, so that leaves $1,118 for saving as well as variable expenses. But we will remember that we're contributing to the savings challenges $506, and then also to the groceries I know that I'm gonna be putting $252 into that expense. All right, so again, $1,118 minus 506, that is going to be what we use for our cash stuffings. So that's 612. And a part of that that will be subtracted is 252. 252, that leaves 360 for the rest of this. We can do like we did the last time and keep the math simple and divide it by 3. Since that looks to be a even number, it should come out to 120 each. So we can put in, and this is just for this paycheck. So of course, when we do the cash stuffing, I would be cash stuffing the entirety of this $506, but I would be only cash stuffing half of this amount because I'm doing it by week. And so I would have $60 for week 1 and another $60 for week 2 for all of these expenses. And then for groceries, I think that's like $126 that I would get for each week for groceries. After adding this up, so 120 again, that 360 plus the 252 equals 612, and that's what that totals. Now, to ensure that I have enough money for my therapy appointment, I'm going to split this. I'm going to take $30 out of the just for fun because I want to ensure that I have that money available for therapy. Subtract 20 and leaving it to 100. So in this case, technically, it won't be an exact zero balance budget. So I'll leave a note for myself that this 20 will be going to therapist. And then at that point, it'll be 0 because it's going towards something. It's getting a job. So before we work out the cash stuffing amount, we're going to go ahead and fund the expenses. The savings challenge cube should already have the money that it needs. We're just going to go ahead and send the money over for these expenses, and we won't plan out the denominations for the savings challenge because we're getting $506 to play with to stuff for savings challenges. And we know with those scratch off savings challenges and with the savings challenge book, you never know what you're going to need. And that's sort of the fun part for me. So I'm just going to plan out the denominations for the expenses and then go into cube money and fund or stuff those cubes. So another reason why I like to do things digitally is because I know this might be cheating. Is this considered cheating? I can copy and paste things that I've written out. Oh, that looks a little off. I did this the last time where it looked weird to me. Okay. All right. So, don't forget we're cutting these numbers in half. So, 126. Rideshare is getting 60 for the week. Shopping is getting 60 for the week. And just for fun is getting, oops, so sensitive, 50. Ooh, that looks so terrible. Let me clean this up. So, let's see, what do we want to do? I like to keep things simple. I'm using prop cash, so it's not like I need to be seriously thinking about the denominations. But I do like to play around and get different types of denominations just for the videos. And just like that, we have 120, a 5, and a 1 for 126, 3 20s for 60, a 50 and a 10 for 60, and a 50 for a 50. And yeah, so that is the paycheck plan for the week. Now let's give each of these particular cubes and their money, and we'll be done and ready for the cash stuffing tomorrow. So again, groceries has its own little groceries bill that it gets money sent to it. So 126 is getting money from the cloud. So here from to, as you can see, select from to transportation, and then I put the amount, and you can make it repeat if you want, or choose a future date, leave a note for yourself. It's really cute, really cute. It's really convenient. So if you didn't want to do the cash stuffing option like the way that I do for the channel, you could always do this just digitally. And we said transportation is getting 60, shopping is getting 60, and again, this money is coming from the cloud. Cloud is the holding tank for your paycheck or any income that you get, and that includes like refunds that you divvy into your different cubes. And then fun, which did have a little money left over, is getting 50. You guys, this past Halloween, I spent $117 on rideshare. I cannot believe, but I think that was because I was getting a lift. I was at a bar crawl, and it was downtown. Downtown is about 30 minutes away from where I live, so that going to and from location downtown was super expensive. Super expensive. Is therapist, so we're gonna send that $20 from the cube, and the rest of the money that's going to come from my Poshmark sale. So if you like to shop secondhand or shop sustainably, check out my Poshmark. It'll be linked in the description. I have some really nice things on there that I'm not using, so I figured might as well give it a home and let someone else enjoy it. But that's it. So we have $170 left, and again, this is the money that will be used for weekly spending after this week. And so after this first week, we'll have more money to put into shopping, into transportation, into fun. Then also groceries will get its restuff as well. So I hope this video was helpful. It's a little bit of a longer one, and it gives you a brief overview of cube money and how I use it, as well as how I use digital and prop money. Probably can't see it, but how I use digital and prop money to do my cash stuffings. I like doing both methods because it keeps me honest and accountable to my goals and to you all and to my debt payoff journey. So let me know if you have any questions about my process for my paycheck, and I hope to see you in the next one. Please consider to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.